Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, and I just gotta say, what the hell? What the hell, Fox? What are you doing? What's up? Okay, late last night, news broke, and I mean like middle of the night, news broke, that Fox was going to be pushing back both X-Men Dark Phoenix from this November to next February, and the New Mutants from next February to next August. So instead of movies that were going to be coming out, I don't know, in a couple weeks from now, in the case of the New Mutants, it's going to be back almost a year and a half. And that's pretty insane. But the Slash Film broke it down, and here's what they had to say about Dark Phoenix. It says, per Collider's source, X-Men Dark Phoenix's move is predictably due to reshoots. After recent test screenings, the producers felt some additional photography was needed. Here's the problem. X-Men Dark Phoenix is a rather high-profile cast. Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Jessica Chastain, Sophie Turner, and James McAvoy lead the film. Due to the busy schedules of the cast, scheduling reshoots isn't easy. The earliest director Simon Kinberg can get the gang back together is August or September. That wouldn't leave enough time to finish the effects work to meet the original November release date. As a result, Dark Phoenix got bumped to February 2019. That doesn't sound particularly dire. Okay, so the explanation makes sense. It does, right? The cast is pretty big, pretty well known. They're going to be working on stuff. They have other jobs. They can't get together as quickly as they would like. Unlike Deadpool, which is, doing reshoots within weeks from the film opening. It's just kind of funny that that's the excuse that they're giving. But I do have a feeling that there is a little bit more to the story than that. This is just my particular take on it. It has everything to do with the new release date. Why move from November 2018 to February 2019? Man, it makes sense. Black Panther. Deadpool. Right? We've learned that comic book movies, hell, Lego Batman. Comic book movies do well in any month they're really released, provided they're not up against a lot of competition. And that's essentially what's going down with this. X-Men Dark Phoenix opening up in February has everything to do with them trying to capitalize on the same success that Deadpool had in 2016, Logan had in 2018 or 2017 by opening up in March, and Black Panther in 2018 taking home $1 billion in just a couple weeks in the early part of the damn year. They want to capitalize on the success of coming out at that time when it's almost like a superhero starved moment. It's one of the reasons why what we're learning now is that you can release a superhero movie pretty much any time, provided there's enough room around it, both before and after, and you can find yourself raking in a pretty decent profit. Also, it's going to be coming out right around Valentine's Day, which again is another big release. In fact, actually, no, it is coming out on Valentine's Day. So they want to capitalize on that as well. It's just that is now a big movie going day. And even 2015, by the way, just to kind of put it out there, Fox had, what was it? Kingsman Secret Service open on Valentine's Day. Did pretty well, right? So comic book movies around that time do well, provided there's not a great deal of competition around them. It's one of the reasons why Batman v Superman opened on March 25th, 2016, and it didn't want to go up against May 2nd's Captain America Civil War. It has everything to do with just trying to make sure there's enough room around it. But we're finding out now that big budget blockbusters can happen at any point in time. And so it's leaving studios kind of scrambling to meet some certain dates. But at the same time, they go, well, we've seen success here. But jumping over to New Mutants is a little bit different. As for New Mutants, it's apparently been delayed because it's not scary enough. The trailer for Josh Boone's film threw off serious horror movie vibes. In fact, it looked like a remake of Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Previously, it was announced that New Mutants was being pushed for reshoots and to add a new character. Collider says this is true and that the reactions to test screenings were positive. Boone delivered a cut to Fox that he was happy with, but Fox wants more. They want New Mutants to be tonally distinct in the same way that Logan and Deadpool were. Which is fine, and that totally makes a lot of sense, but it's interesting that they really want to make it work in the summertime, right? Logan and Deadpool both came out February, March, respectively, rated R and did pretty well. This now comes out in August, early August, and that's not a bad time. That is at the tail end of the summer season. That's like, it's usually May through July. First week or two of August will do pretty well. But after that, you're not going to get a lot of success. The last few weeks of August are pretty low times until after Labor Day, which is really weird. That's what It learned last year when it came out in early September and pulled in 300 million worldwide. Movies in that time can do pretty well. But basically, yeah, if it's not scary enough, then that could be an issue for Fox. Now, I know they're going on the whole, I think it's the dancing, not the dancing bear, it's the bear one. I forget what it is right now. But if they are wanting to add another character, and the question is which character? Well, keep in mind that this is coming out in like the last quarter, almost to the last quarter, the last third of the year. All right. So what's going to happen at the tail end of 2019? The tail end of 2019 is going to be when Disney secures the deal for Fox, which means that New Mutants is going to basically at that point become a Disney property. So it could be that they are in fact pushing this movie back as far as they are to reshoot, as they've said in some respects, about 50% of the film, because they want to add in a character or some character that maybe Disney's agreed to let be in there. At this point, that makes sense to me. And I could be wrong, and I have no problem admitting if I am. But it tells me that if this deal is to go through, Fox wants to prep for it. They want to prep for it because, for one, they know that crossovers work, as evidenced by the fact that Infinity War will be wrapping up next year as well. And they probably want to find a way to tie it into the larger MCU narrative, maybe through some ancillary means that will then be fully connected later on. But I think they're trying to set that up. I think they're going to do the same thing with X-Men Dark Phoenix. They're going to tie it into the larger narrative, or maybe some kind of portal or dimensional rift or something. I don't know. We're hearing that, that the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is definitely going to be the cosmic side of things, and they could be finding a way to make it work. I don't know. All I'm saying is I feel like they're trying to find a way to make it work, because that's what I would do if I was in that position. If I were Bob Iger right now, I'd be going like, okay, 54 billion or whatever, that's a lot of money. We want to hit the ground running. Talk to Feige talk to Kinberg talk to Fox. Let's daisy chain this thing and let's make it work out for all of us. But then again, I could be wrong, and they could be just trying to make it as good as they want to make it, and then they feel like this is going to be the best way to go about it. I don't know. I don't know. The trailer looked interesting. The fact that they never gave us anything other than that teaser back in October for a movie opening in April, yeah, there wasn't a lot of faith there, I think. That's why Fox wants it redone. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on there. But the fact that both of these movies were pushed, I think it has more to do with like the Disney merger, or the Disney buyout, not a merger, and also the timing when these things are coming out. But anyway, I want to know your guys' thoughts about this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Be sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back often for more content from me. In fact, if you want to see more content from me, you can do so right now.